Ranking T3 bullets in Arena Breakout. Y'all finally did it, huh? Y'all made me with not to show off to be honest, but 246 million to play with T3. Nah, that's crazy. But anyways, I guess you already know how it works. I play with every T3 automatic round, and we'll be ranking them from the worst to the best. And if you're looking for T4 or T5 edition, it's already on my channel, you can go watch it out later. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright guys, just to mention, I played with all of these bullets in normal mode, cause obviously no one plays lockdown or forbidden with T3 bullets. And if you do, you're a dumbass. So we'll start with the worst T3 bullet, AP. One of the most expensive T3 bullets, which I don't even know why it's expensive. With the rough unit price of 145 coins per round, I'll have to give it a 4 out of 10. And about the overall damage, we don't have to expect much from a T3, but bro, it's trash. Compared to other T3s, it has the second least damage, and it gets a 5 out of 10. And the velocity and penetration, not even there, it's too slow, 3 out of 10. I don't even get it, why should you even buy this bullet? Don't waste your time and your money. 9th place. The next bullet is again an SMG round, AP6. The price is kinda good, at least it's better than the last one, so it gets a solid 6. And about the overall damage, it's even worse. The weakest T3 bullet that can barely kill, 4 out of 10. Now the velocity and penetration, it's decent. For an SMG round though, you know, 400 is not that bad, so 5 out of 10. But I gotta tell you, this bullet has a hard time beating his own opponents, Dum Dum, PSO, and the other bullets are really a better choice by far. So this one is also a waste of money, just buy Dum Dums bro. And the overall ranking, 8th place. Now it's time for the most expensive T3 bullet, L191. Like I said, the most expensive T3 bullet with the rough unit price of 210 coins per round, it's just a few coins less expensive than the A ones, 3 out of 10. Now the overall damage, yeah, it really kills. Even though it's a T3 bullet, it easily kills T4s. I mean, it might be because of the guns, cause they have a high fire rate, but well, it kills fast, so 8 out of 10. Now the velocity and penetration, this bullet is a bit slower than the other T3s, but hey, it penetrates, so 6 out of 10. Now just like the AP6, L191 has a hard time beating his own opponents too. The leg meta 5.7 bullets are insane, so if you're going to use them, you either buy SS190s or just buy a leg meta. And based on that, it gets the 7th place. And now it's time for the PPs. I really wanted to add some PNGs here, but I would get cancelled. So the PPs are one of the cheapest T3 bullets out there. Rough unit price of 70 coin per round is barely anything. I would give it a perfect score for the price, but hey, there are cheaper T3s, so I'll give it an 8 out of 10. And the overall damage, yeah, they're a bit off, just a little stronger than the AP6s, and that's awful for an assault round, so a 6 out of 10. Now the velocity and penetration, they are fast. 890 meters per second means you can easily handle long-range fights without a problem, and they're kinda penetrative, so a good 7 out of 10. If you're poor, these bullets seem like the best option as an assault round, cause the guns that shoot this bullet are also dirt cheap. No wonder why the teamies love this bullet so much. An overall ranking, 6th place. So now it's time for the first 7.62 round on the list, T45M and the PS bullets. The average price between these two bullets is 130 coins per round. It's nothing, but when you're buying a T3 bullet, it means you're broke. And for a brokey, it's a bit expensive, 6 out of 10. But when it comes to the fun side of the 7.62 rounds, the overall damage, these bullets once again prove that they're worth the price. 63 base damage is kinda scary for a T3 bullet. I mean, I didn't expect less. They're 7.62, so 8 out of 10. Now the velocity and penetration, they do penetrate, but the velocity is not much, which makes it harder to use in long range combat, so 7 out of 10. Me personally, I would love him. I mean, I would use him more if I was poor, but stat wise, there are better options. I just like him because they're 7.62. You might not. Overall ranking, 5th place. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's the first time that a 5.56 is being better than a 7.62 round. I present to you a 8.55. Just cause I don't like the topic, I won't explain much. Expensive round, but it's worth it, 7 out of 10. Good damage, and the velocity and penetration is crazy on these boys. Second fastest and the second most penetrative, so a 9 out of 10. And overall, 4th. God damn, I had to. Now it's time for the cheapest T3 round ever, SP5. It's like you're not even buying anything, 46 coins per round. Man, anything less than a 10 is unfair. For the overall damage, the second highest base damage, 67. Like, with that fire rate, you can use it as leg meta, so a 9 out of 10. But it's time for the only and the biggest downfall of 9x39s, the velocity. 290 meters per second means you can't use it over 70 meters. The penetration is great, but the velocity forces me to give it a 4 out of 10. Like, if it had a better velocity, it could easily be the second, but you know, with those stats, it's just the third. Now it's time for the newest round in Arena Breakout, 5.8x42, the DBP-87. DBP is also one of those dirt cheap bullets with a great rough unit price, which means no matter how poor you are, you can always buy a lot of them, so for the price, 8 out of 10. And the overall damage, it has the highest armor damage out of all T3 bullets, and since the base damage is not that bad, it gets a 7 out of 10. Now the good thing about these bullets is that they are the fastest and the most penetrative T3 bullets in the game. 930 meters per second means they hit the target as soon as you shoot, and I promise they easily penetrate T4s. So, a 10 out of 10. And overall, second place. And now it's time for the best and the most beautiful rounds in the game. Like, bro, these bullets are literally green. You know how unique that is. I'm talking about the 7.62x51, the BPZ. Just a bit more expensive than the SP5s, which means they are the second cheapest bullet in the game, with the rough unit price of 63. It easily gets a 9 out of 10. Overall damage, and boy overall damage, 83 is just dum-dums on steroids, cause it can't pierce T4s and it has that much of a high damage, so of course a 10 out of 10. Velocity and penetration, not that fast, but still so penetrative, so easily an 8 out of 10. And overall, the best T3 bullet. And that was it for today's video, thanks for watching it till the end, but hey, no matter what you do, I'm never ranking T2 bullets. I'm telling you, no matter what you do, I'm not doing it. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And like always, love you all. See you in a bit.